Hi, I'm Carmen, and this is the Miscellaneous Vegan, where I share a lot of R&R recipes and reviews. And welcome back to Coaching Mondays. And as you can tell from the thumbnail, today I'm going to be discussing the chronic fatigue protocol that I completed. So if you haven't seen that first video that I discussed what is the chronic fatigue protocol, please watch that video. I will link it right up here. And it's basically out of this book that I have been talking about for several months now, and I have a playlist of topics that are discussed in this book. But today we're going to focus on the chronic fatigue protocol. So the chronic fatigue protocol, you have to fast between 13 to 17 hours within 20 days. But you don't fast during your menstrual cycle. So when your menstrual cycle begins, you do not fast. You're going to be hormone feasting, meaning that you're going to be eating foods that are replenishing all the vitamins and the nutrients that you're losing during your menstrual cycle. So what did I notice when I completed? Well, today is day 19. Tomorrow will be day 20, but my menstrual cycle started a day before the chronic fatigue protocol ends, which is day 20. But basically I completed it, right? Because it's day 19 and now I'm hormone feasting. The very first thing that I noticed was that I did have more energy when I woke up in the morning. I didn't need naps between the days because I would sometimes feel like I needed a nap by lunchtime. But I didn't feel like that. I had more energy when I went to yoga, when I would fast for like those 17 hours, because basically I would wake up and not have anything to eat until maybe 7 p.m. And the reason some of my days would, extend more than it was recommended was because of my schedule. I go to yoga now 6 times a week. So I would fast all those hours, but when I got to yoga, I basically didn't have anything in my stomach, but I had energy to do the poses longer. So I noticed that fasting gave me more energy to do everything I needed to do for the day. And then I would break my fast with kombucha, usually with kombucha, because I would take it to yoga. So during yoga, it would be like the time that I needed to break my fast, but I'll just drink kombucha. By the time I got home, I wasn't really hungry, but I would force myself to eat because I didn't eat anything all day. So I noticed that I had more energy. I wasn't as hungry. Going into not being so hungry was also that I noticed that I didn't need to snack as often as I used to. I always had the craving to snack after my meals, even late night snacking. I would wake up in the middle of the night and have to use the restroom, but then I felt like I needed to eat something, like I needed a small snack. I didn't have those cravings. So those cravings are completely gone. And I probably did lose weight, but I wasn't concerned about that. I am now at a place in my life where I don't care how much I weigh, it's just how I feel, right? Because that's the goal, honestly, not worrying about the number on the scale. And those are the things I noticed during the chronic fatigue protocol. So what I found doing this chronic fatigue protocol was that it was very useful for me, and it was an easier protocol versus the other protocols. And the next one that I'm going to try to do is the thyroid condition protocol. That one's a little harder. The thyroid protocol calls for you to fast between 13 and 24 hours. So that one's a little tough. So comment down below if you want me to give you a view of what I'll be eating. I also did do that for the chronic fatigue. I put it in my Instagram into highlights. So I'll do the same thing for my thyroid condition protocol, but just comment down below, let me know what other things you want to talk about in this channel. And if you did do the protocol, how do you feel? Comment down below, okay? And always remember, sweeties, be real, not perfect. Bye.